I love you, and you love me, because I'm you and you're mini-me. And that's all that we can do in this world is just be a bunch of little green doggies. Hi guys, I'm Nice Singing Dog, and this here is Mini-Me. And we are both here today to answer all of the questions you gave us. Because you guys are awesome, and you decided to take the time and effort to come up with some really creative questions that we're going to pick away at and answer for you. And I couldn't see a better way of doing that than just by myself without Mini-Me. Oh, he's going to hate me for that later, but let's dive in. What do you do when you lose creativity or interest while you're writing a song? Well, that's easy. That's happened like so many times. It's because songs take forever. You know, it's really funny. It's like you listen to so many songs and they're like mostly like 3 to 5 minutes and you're like, oh, that's like, there's so many of them, people probably take seconds to do them. And you try doing it yourself, you sit down and you're like, wow, this takes like a really long time. I don't have enough beer. I have to go to the store, I have to do things, I have to shop, I have to do laundry, I have to sit on my bed and stare at the ceiling pensively. I just don't have time to wait for this song to finish. It takes so long. And yeah, I get that a lot. What I find is that if I feel that way, I am doing a song for way too long. And I don't mean like you're spending too much time on the song in general. I mean like, you know, for this moment in time, you're working on it too long. You know, you gotta take a break, you gotta get up, gotta go outside. You know, it's harder in the winter and stuff when it's not as nice outside, but you know, even with then, like if I like woke up early and did a song and like I started to smell bad, I gotta shower. You know, you gotta like take a shower, you gotta always take a shower. Or like make dinner, like maybe you probably haven't eaten all day, like gotta make some pancakes, you know? Or maybe it's your 5th meal, still eat some more pancakes, because pancakes are awesome. I don't understand why we're having a problem with pancakes! But basically, the point is that you need to take a break, you know? It's not a sign that like you're losing interest in the song, you gotta come back to it. And maybe, honestly, it's not just about taking a break and then continuing to work on it, maybe you just have to work on another song. I find a lot of artists I talk to about the same issue is you need to come back to the song even longer than that. Maybe after a week, a few weeks, to hear it with fresh ears, you know, after all your experiences after that point, which is awesome. I think that's something that you might have to do too. Because maybe the reason isn't because you've lost interest in the song, but because, you know, you gotta listen with it, but because you have to listen to it with fresh ears, which is awesome too. It means that you've done the most you can now, but the song will only be complete once you come back to it. And but basically for me is I always take a break. I always try to look out for that. If I feel like it's really that boring and I can't cut it with another beer, I'll definitely just take a break, work on something else, or play video games, you know? Maybe it's just time for your body to be like, I gotta chill. What you write is awesome, it's dope, but maybe we should play some Nintendo. Nintendo. What is your favorite pie? Apple pie. Apple pie is awesome. You know, I think it's apple pie, pumpkin pie, blueberry pie. I'll have cherry pie if I have to have cherry pie. It's got to be like I'm on an island, deserted, and there's no like chicken pot pie as like an alternative. I think it would be apple pie, pumpkin pie, blueberry pie, chicken pot pie. Maybe chicken pot pie would probably trump blueberry pie, and then at the bottom would be cherry pie, followed by cherry flavored Pop-Tarts. Obviously, my favorite Pop-Tarts are cinnamon Pop-Tarts. Duh. Because cinnamon Pop-Tarts, you break them up, heat them up, break them up, and put them in your apple pie, and then you have cinnamon apple pie with Pop-Tarts, which is an awesome idea. I'm gonna do it right now. Yeah, there was a part 2 of that question. Oh yeah, there was. Look, it's right there. Oh, it's in fine print, you know? I don't ever read the fine print. There's only like 8 iTunes updates per year, so like, why am I even gonna read this? It says, so what is your favorite song you wrote? Oh yeah. The favorites, wow. That's hard. Favorite song I wrote. Well, you know, I'm gonna change this literally every time. I think I get asked this, and I just say a different answer. it's not that it's not the truth, but like I always change my mind. I always have to come back to my songs, listen to them, make sure, well, that like I feel them, I still know them. You know, I never want to forget the lyrics. I write so many lyrics, I hate to forget them. But I think, honestly, what's my favorite song? I still think my favorite song is There's No Good in a Goodbye. That was an awesome song. I felt really passionate about that one. And I just love songs where I can scream. You know, that's a great song to do that. So yeah, I think it's There's No Good in a Goodbye is my favorite song. But there's like other ones too, like All We Need Is Distance is awesome. The Next Horizon is an awesome one. Our Time Will Come is awesome. And Unleashed is amazing. Till the Music Stops, I like a lot. I have very few slow songs, so I really like the slow songs. Very few slow songs. Arcade Desire is an awesome one. That's the thing, is like I can't ever say there's like a favorite. You know, I always make sure to include like my go-to songs in live shows, but that always changes. I'm a picky dog, you know. I'm never gonna make my mind about anything. I mean, I just tried to explain to you my favorite pie, and that was a whole like explanation. So you know, if it was easy, I would have figured out the world by now. Yeah, let's just find this really fast. I just want a couple more. I think that would be Amazeballs, Baseballs, Amazeballs, Baseballs. God, I cannot see inside this thing. Look at that. Reading is like the funnest thing in the world. What does that even say? Hey, nice. How green are you? I believe I am very, very, very green. I'm not sure. I believe there's a scientific color for it, but I'd have to say very, very green. Not to be confused with Berry Berry, which is an amazing cereal. That is a whole other thing. This stuff, they tell me I'm very green. But, I mean, I'm a dog, so I can't really see green the best. But I hear that whatever this is, it's green. So, yeah. I'm very green. Very much green. Hey, Nice. How did you get Mini Nice? Mini Nice. I love Mini Nice. Mini Nice is my favorite. I don't know, I stream the best. But I feel like, you know, it's a proper upbringing, you know. And basically, you know, I kind of don't always treat him the best, but that's because I want him to grow up strong. You know, can't coddle him. You know, that'd be ridiculous. So we gotta be very tough on him. You know, make their hides thick, strong. But no, I got a Mini Nice down at Coney Island, actually.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Nothing came loose. Nothing's off. That's all there.
It's so funny. This is like sometimes it literally has good and bad days. Like this is a bad day. But yeah, I got him there in Coney Island. I know it's kind of cheesy, but I won him at a raffle game. I wanted to win Vandal the Cat something at this game, and I always suck at the games. I'm always so bad. Like the carnival games, I tried to throw it. I never hit it. But for some reason, I thought I was gonna get it. I did. I got it. I got Mini Nice. Actually, his eyebrows were like super sad and like droopy before. It was like an Eeyore, but you know, we got his eyes. We got his eyes to be nice and wide and happy, and so now he's happy like me, and so now he's Mini Nice. Yes. So that's where I got Mini Nice from. I've had him for, I guess, 2 years. Got him in 2014. 3 years. I got him 3 years ago. Yeah, and I've had him for a little bit of time. You know, we bonded. We've grown. He's gotten stronger. He was definitely a sad eye in the beginning. Very, very little eyebrows. But I fixed those. I fixed his confidence and his physique and his wonderful sense of self-discipline and independence. And he's better for it. That's Mini Nice. Whatever. Shabba-ba-ba-ba. What inspired your green dog character? Well, yeah, actually, this isn't the first time I've done this. Before this, I had a puppet musical TV show that I would put online, and it has its own YouTube channel. I think it's Sebastian, the Singing Cockroach. But yeah, Nice came from Sebastian, the Singing Cockroach. I used to work at a, like one of those cafes with like, they serve coffee and sandwiches and stuff, and so, when I was finishing up music school, I decided to put on this really kind of random YouTube series. It was actually because I watched Mongrels, and if you guys know what Mongrels is, it was like a 1 or 2 season BBC channel TV show. It was awesome though. They literally had puppets, and every time it was like a musical number. It was literally Family Guy, but with animal puppets. And it was definitely not PG. Definitely not. It was probably the most magical thing I've ever seen in my life. And so I had to do my own. And I did. And I made Sebastian the Singing Cockroach. And there was Chet, he was like the gangster mouse, I believe. But yeah, it's online. But basically, I did that, and it was very difficult to do the continuing, it was a lot of work, a lot of editing, and puppets, it was harder to control puppets all the time, and coordinate the camera, when you always have people helping you out, that's a little difficult. So then I figured out, I'm going to wear the puppet. That's so much easier. And so I thought something that a lot of people would be into are dogs. Doggies. Doggies are fun. Doggies are friendly. And even though a lot of people on the street think I'm a fox or a wolf, I take it. I'm like, whatever. That's fine. Whatever you see. Oh, God. Which page? I wrote this on scrap paper, and there's like a thing on there. Alright. Oh, this is it. Okay, let me see. What advice would you give to someone beginning the music industry? One, be able to read. Whatever helmet or dog costume you wear, make sure that you can see out of it. That's step one. No, I'm just kidding. What I really think is huge is, and it's kind of a weird thing that I don't think a lot of people say, is self-sustainability. And that's kind of like abstract. So I'll go into that. Basically, there's so many things you can do in music, and we see so many things on TV, and we get this idea of what we want to be with music. But really, the most important thing you should do is start at the root. Start and decide why you want to do this. What are things about music or performing that you're into? Because that's going to help a lot. That's the first part before the self-sustainability, I guess. So if you want to write the music and do all that stuff, but you really don't want to get into the performance part, you want to just be behind the curtain, behind all the strings, pulling them all, and being a master puppeteer. That's something really to consider, because it depends on what you want to do. Not everyone's going to be that rock star, and not everyone has to be. There's so many ways you can do music in the industry nowadays, so it's so awesome. So definitely figure out what you really like about doing this, and you don't have to have the whole answer. Just know the elements, and then explore them from there. If you like to perform instruments, maybe as part of a band, then practice those instruments. If you want to sing, practice singing. If you want to do the music, then definitely get your work studio built up, and it's not going to happen overnight. So, especially if you're doing equipment, but even if you're a performer, you have to get better equipment, you have to get more things, you have to just, improve. So that just takes time, you just gotta be patient. But definitely, realize your interests, the most basic parts of those interests, and then explore them further, and see what kind of instruments you want to do, if that's part of your interest, or what kind of equipment you want, things like that. Which leads into self-sustainability. And I say that because, trying to figure out your interests, this takes time. You have to get people interested, you have to get people to trust you, that what you're doing is worth their time. And it is, of course it is, but you got people, we're hard. We're stuck in our ways. We like our Netflix and our YouTubes, and you can totally get their attention. You just gotta give people time, and give them a chance, and be super patient with people. And that's what I mean by sustainability, is figure it out, make sure your finances are all set, make sure you can practice at an easy pace that you can handle if you have another job, if you have other commitments, Make sure you can put in time, and it won't be a rigorous schedule. Most likely, that's probably really tough for a lot of people. If you have the funds to do it, amazing, then go for it. But a lot of times we need to work up to that. You can always say, well, I'm going to sign with a record label, I'm going to get a loan, do all that, and you might, and that's amazing. But sometimes I think the most important thing is to figure out the ground, the ground infrastructure, the concrete flooring, the base level, and see what you can do on your own, what you can do the most of without other people. And then when you need people, when it comes time for help, and it comes time to get those extra resources, you're not relying on that. Because this takes time. It takes time, it takes a lot of work, and some people can help you sometimes, and they can't help you others, and it's important. I learned that definitely with doing the dog. So many people are interested, but everyone has their own stuff going on. And if you want to keep everyone's attention, you want to get more people on the action, you gotta be patient, you gotta have time, and this stuff takes time and love, you know? So make sure you've got the love inside you, you can put the love forward yourself, and that allows you, if you're secure in that, and sustainable, you can bring other people in on your project. So yeah, sustainable. I hope that wasn't too weird and abstracted. We got more. Oh, we got more. Okay, very nice. Very nice. Very nice, huh? Have you considered performing with other musicians? Or have you done so already? That's actually my next step. I would love a band. That'd be amazing. But even aside from the band, performing with other musicians is something I've always wanted to do. It just takes time, you know, and a lot of people, you know, they're doing their own things. Everyone's so talented and amazing. It's hard. It's hard to always do things with people, but I'm patient, and I'm looking forward to when that happens, and I'm doing a lot of gigs in Philadelphia now, as well as up and down the East Coast, so I'm sure it's bound to happen. Just stay in touch with my social media. You know, stay in earshot of what we're doing. You know, I always have all my events posted on Facebook, on our site at www.nicemusic.com. I got on Twitter, I got them everywhere. I like to tell people, I like to share it. And when it comes time that I perform with other musicians as well, I'll let you know too. It's something I always want to do. But, you know, I understand everyone's busy. And we all just need to make music. So we're going to do it. We'll have fun and perform with each other. I've done a lot of collaborations with people, and you can check out my YouTube channel for a lot of those collaborations. Even commissions I do for people. Who made your costume? Oh yeah, I answered this on the last Q&A, but who's gonna look at that? You know, that's like buried within like 40 videos from now. So yeah, 2 people made this. I like having different people collaborate on it. I think it's a cool idea. Also gets the suit faster, and it's easy for me because a lot of costume makers say this green is pretty much one of the only ones out there. There's not really like a ton of shades of it. So if you say a lime green or like bright green, this is what you're gonna get, you know, which I'm not too upset about. But the head was made by someone different than the tail and paws and arms, and the head was made by Grim Kitty Productions. She's out in Pennsylvania. She's got her own awesome studio, and she's had amazing reviews, obviously from me, because this head is sweet. Look how the jaw moves, it's crazy. I'll go out in Philly and people will be like, how do you make the mouth move? It's like the jaw. But you know what, not everyone can make heads where the sensitivity is intense like this. And she did it for me too, because I'm a singing dog, so my mouth's gotta move. You gotta be a singing doggo. Now, the rest of the parts of these amazing paws and arms and tail were made by Sassy Pup Creations down in Kentucky. Yeah, amazing crafter and costume maker as well. Fit all these to my specifications, and it's awesome. And these guys' arms are held by straps, which I love. My last ones were kind of different style, which weren't bad, but I really like having the straps that go all the way across. You know, they're not just sleeves that I have to, you know, that they're independent of each other. These are like their own thing, own one unit, which I like a lot. And these hands are good. They're really good. No, I made sure to request that I didn't have any of those little like pads and stuff, because I've hurt people with them in the past. I've had like, it's just extra, you know, it's just extra craziness. And I just want little patties. So yeah, Grim Kitty Productions and Sassy Pup Creations. Yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Do you ever get embarrassed or nervous going out in public in costume? Yeah, kind of. It was a lot in the beginning. I think that's what it was. And I found a lot of it was just an experience, you know, not doing it enough. But now, I mean, I'm doing the dog in Philly all the time for, you know, events in with animal shelters and events with outdoor, you know, public things happening, parades and festivals and stuff. So I'm always doing it. So I think I don't feel that way anymore because I just do it, and I know people's reactions already. It's hard when like you're going out for the first time and you don't know what to expect. We always kind of tend to assume the worst. But now, I've had really good reactions from people, so I think that kind of reinforces it. And of course you get crazy people who just say silly things, and that's fine, you know, it doesn't matter. They don't think of you as a person, they think of you as a giant costume, you know, a giant mascot dude, some guy who could be outside of like a Nathan's Hot Dogs, like setting flyers. Like they don't see it that way. So when you think about that, just try to keep that in perspective when you get bad comments and stuff. And there's so few and far in between. I'm only bringing it up because you can't, you know, reality's a reality. It's gonna happen, but such a small percentage. I have so many people who are all about this. And it's so fun to, you know, share this with everyone, to share my music everywhere, especially in Philly and even abroad. It's so much fun. But I used to get nervous in the beginning. I still do from time to time, especially if it's been a while. If I had to take a hiatus and get music done and stuff like that, I'll go back out and be like, oh god, I forgot how this was. Especially my vision. Sometimes I vision if I'm not doing it enough, you know, it kind of puts me off guard. I'm like, oh, I can't see as much as I could as a white guy. But then I get used to it, and that's what I said. It's like, you know, just getting used to it, you know, getting familiar and getting comfortable, you know, and you're gonna always have better reactions than none, because look at us! Look how fuzzy we are. Look how green we are, you know? You can't beat that. That puts someone's like weekend into a whole different level. You know, and you did it! So you gotta think about it like that. You are gonna turn on some people's lives. So yeah. Does any artist inspire you to write music? I'm gonna credit some artists, but ultimately, they're interchangeable to me. And I mean that in a good way, you know. But in general, music really gets me inspired. In general, right now, I listen to a lot of Cruella. I love Cruella. Cruella's awesome! I listen to Cruella, I listen to Panic at the Disco, I listen to, you know, I still listen to Kesha, I listen to Carmen, I listen to, Fall Out Boy, I listen to dance music. Sometimes I even just turn on random channels on Pandora and just listen to them. I listen to country. Sometimes I listen to, you know, pop, listen to Michael Jackson. It doesn't matter. The point is that I need music to inspire me and fill me with that sense of, oh, that's so awesome, I want to do that. That's what I need. And that's what I get out of it. That's why I kind of say interchangeable, because I just want to feel awesome music and be like, I want to create this too. I want to be part of this madness. So a lot of people do inspire me, and there's so many I'm gonna just forget off the top of my head. But those are the ones I'm listening to right now. Honestly, if I can't even think of anyone to listen to, I'll just listen to video game music. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, literally just dance music without vocals, you know, just video game music from my childhood. You know, because those make me feel a certain way too, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm really looking for the feeling. You know, how it makes you feel. I think that's it. That's all I got time for. I don't want to keep this movie too long, and to be honest, you guys were so awesome at giving me questions. I really just want to make some more movies, you know, and do some more Q&As. You know, I can't give you all the answers. That wouldn't be fun. That'd be boring. You wouldn't want to watch me anymore. You know the secrets of the universe. And not that I know the secrets of the universe, but I feel like this dog, you know, has a lot of exploration. And I think you guys should continue to watch my videos and check out for more Q&As and continue this road with me into learning about the green singing dog. But yeah, thanks guys for sending your questions. I try to answer as many as I can before YouTube yells at me for the size of this video. And I don't care, YouTube. I will do what I need to do to answer your questions. But I know there's definitely some I didn't answer, and I'm sorry. It's a time limit, and this takes a long time to edit, and there's just not enough time. I will be passed out. I will be sleepy doggo. I'm a dog, 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 a dog, a dog, a dog. Oh, the camera's on. Hi guys, nice to singing dog here. Thank you so much for checking out my video. There's plenty more where that came from, so be sure to click on the other links and check out what else I have going on. Yeah. Very nice, very nice. Guess that's all time I got for